We should not be on planet Earth with aliens down in Antarctica collaborating with our government, and then having that same government threaten the reporters who are supposed to be protected by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Something is wrong, and that's part of what I'm trying to find out in my work.
If any of this is true, if one case is true, this is a game changer. This is a situation where the skeptics have to be right every day, whether it's UFOs, alien abductions, hybridization program, aliens among us, whatever. The skeptics have to be right every day. The believers only have to be right once. And not only does the world change, but the world has changed. The world is a fundamentally different place than we believe it to be, because of things happening that are currently hidden to us.
Elon Musk was a surprise guest on one of the panels in Austin, Texas, at the current South by Southwest festival, and he told a big crowd, quote, "We are building the first Mars or interplanetary ship right now," and he's referring to his SpaceX. "And I think we'll be able to do short flights, sort of up and down flights, probably in the first half of next year. And that's what will enable the creation of a base on the moon and a city," these are his words, "and a city on Mars. It's similar to getting the Union Pacific Railroad across the continent or ships across the ocean. So we're going to try to get you there and make sure there is an environment in which entrepreneurs can flourish. Then I think it, meaning getting to Mars to build a city, will be amazing." But I wonder, how much has Elon Musk been read into the MJ-12 alien UFO program, the one that we have all been trying to get to the bottom of, that we know began in 1947 with some kind of an executive order by Harry S. Truman? And they land, and he said the scientists were just lined up perfectly still. They get ushered onto the plane. They're looking down on the ground. There's not a single word, not to anybody. And the crew are looking at each other, and one of them said, you know, they look traumatized. And they had all of this gear, but the decision apparently was that they would get the scientists out first and get the gear in another flight. So they get these, he thought there were 2 women and the rest men. And he said, "Linda, it was so eerie. They've been missing for 2 weeks." And he said they looked scared. They didn't talk to each other. They didn't talk to us. And they kept looking at the ground. And one of the male scientists sat on a chair, and Brian S. was sitting on a jump seat that was looking back at the scientists. And this one man who sat down, he said it was close enough for me to lean over, and he said, I just extended my hand, and I said, "Is there anything that I can get you?" And that the scientist never responded, kept staring at the floor. The plane landed in McMurdo. The scientists were whisked away. Immediately, they went on another plane, and they heard that they went to Christchurch in New Zealand, never to be seen by this crew again. And then, when they were in the cafeteria talking, the words were from somebody who had some association with what those scientists had been doing, said, "Yeah, the rumor is that they came here to work with what we call extraterrestrial biological entities down in that hole site near Pole, and who knows what happened." They hadn't been gone very long, and men in suits come again, and the whole crew is set down and told You do not talk about these missing scientists. You don't talk about any of this.